Yes, I'm not very good at names. I'm not very good at reporting the news. I know it was the Chief Whip. The Chief Whip in the House of Commons called the police a pleb. Well, are the police plebs? Yes, they are. Yes, they are. They are plebs. The police are utter plebs. But it is only because of the laws the Labour government introduced. The laws the Labour government introduced to harass innocent citizens going to work and going about their daily duties rather than tackling criminals. They are plebs. All he wanted was to ride his bike up into Whitehall through the main gates. No, you're on a bicycle, you have to use the side road. You know, I would have lost my temper. I do lose my temper when people come up with such stupid things, which is why I keep getting sectioned. Keep losing my temper and shouting with the psychiatric nurses about how they have no right, and they have rights because of the stupid laws that the Labour government brought out, the stupid health and safety laws. Now, you know, we need to repeal these government Conservative Party. The police, no matter how plebeian they appear, are only obeying the law. They are enforcing the law as it is at the moment. If you want the police to act in a less plebeian fashion, you need to change the law. We need to change these stupid laws that the Labour have them passed through government, so that the police concentrate on important matters, i.e. catching burglars, catching thieves, catching murderers, and catching people who are a nuisance to our society, rather than harassing all the time innocent hard-working citizens who are just going about their daily duties. Police are only doing, we were only obeying orders, the police say. You know, they were only obeying the words of the law. You need to start changing the law. All these stupid laws that the Labour government brought in. Yes, and my other thought for today is, I haven't got my little thing, you know, thought for the day at the front, you know, because I've lost my Magic Movie Edit Pro program, and I'm having my benefits cut, so I doubt I'll be able to afford to download it again unless my nephew can rescue it off my computer. You know, so it's just plain vlogs from now on, with no fancy intro or outro. Alright, yes. The schoolgirl that's gone missing with the school teacher. Now, I understand her mother wants her back, and you know, but the best way to get your relative back if they go missing is to keep quiet about it. The more you publicise, the less likely they are to come back. I mean, you know, there's a lot of stuff on the paper about this man. He's 30 odd years old, he's married, he's run off with his schoolgirl. He's obviously not thinking straight, is he? He keeps saying he should know better. Yes, he should, but he obviously doesn't know better, does he? He's not thinking straight. He's obviously smitten with this girl if he's giving up his whole livelihood and his whole career to elope with her to the south of France. He is obviously very smitten, and she, young, gullible, is obviously very smitten with him. She's run off with him. Now, you know, what effect is all this publicity going to have on their crazed minds? They're obviously both not thinking straight. You know, I mean, me and Steve were talking about it today. I mean, suicide pact. You know, are we going to find them both dead in a river? You know, whereas if there was no publicity, they'd probably stay in France until the shine wore off and they suddenly realised they'd make a mistake and then they'd both go home, you know. But with all this publicity, what? You know, they're obviously both mentally unstable, not mentally... They're obviously very much in love. Love is a stupid emotion. You know, I mean, I like Steve a lot. I'm not in love with him. I'd hate it if I was in love with him. Love is a horror. I was in love with my ex-husband. It's a horrible emotion that makes you do stupid things that you wouldn't do otherwise. And they are very much both in love, obviously, to piss off to France like this. Even the teacher, even though he's 30 years old and he's a lot older than her, she is very mature for her age physically. When you look at her in the paper, she looks like more like a 25-year-old than a 16-year-old. And emotions running high, you know what, all this press publicity could push them into doing something stupid. And what is so special about it, you know, when I was at school, I won't mention his name, but there was a music teacher who started having a relationship with a fifth former, and the school found out about it. They didn't sack him, they sent him away for 12 months. Sent him away on a 12-month course, and by the time he come back, the girl had left school, at which point he resumed his relationship with her. But you know, these things happen, you know. I mean, the law is, and I agree with it, that girls aren't capable of looking after a baby and the responsibilities that comes with it. Therefore they're not capable of having sex until they're 16. I agree with it. But emotionally, women get ready for sex at the age of 11 or 12 when the periods start. You know, they do. And these things happen. And men so stupid can't they fall in love with some underage girl. They can't comprehend that this girl isn't emotionally stable enough to make a decision. And yes, this teacher, he's 30 years old, he should have known better than to run off with a teenage girl. He should have known better, but he doesn't, does he? He's fallen in love with her for some reason. He's willing to risk his whole career and his whole livelihood to be with her. And I don't think the publicity is doing the two of them any good. I think it's more likely to drive them into something stupid, you know. Anyway, that's it for today, folks. Bye.